Yeah, Scottsdale is dope, dude.
Share the love of Valenti Subaru. Now until year's end, Valenti Subaru and Subaru America will donate $300 for every new Subaru sold to local and national charities. So far, we have raised over $362,000. Get 0% financing on new 25 Subaru Outbacks now until year's end.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fiore Calls Game. I am your host, Andrew Fiore, and I am here with the man who gave me the show name pretty much indirectly, Jay Allmer. He was the closer for the Mystic Schooners when I was there, and he would just come in and end the game, and I'd end my broadcast with Allmer Calls Game, and it stuck after Allmer was gone from the Schooners, and now he's gone on to do some big things with the Red Sox. And Jay, it's been a busy offseason for you. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. Yeah, that summer was a blast. And I remember after I left, you were still doing it with Connor. um, so yeah, it was a blast. I mean, I just got back from the fall league, which was a great experience. Super blessed that the Red Sox sent me out there. But yeah, just now I'm home, resting up. Gotta get the body rested up for spring training. So
Yeah, so you were signed by the Red Sox, I want to say last year, right?
yeah, so
Or the year
actually
before?
this April I was signed. I went to Indy Ball for like a week, went through the whole Indy Ball offseason, did all the pro days and stuff, and then the Red Sox paid my buyout for the Indy Ball league, and then went straight to Salem.
Yeah, so how did you find that out? What was it like when the Red Sox were picking you up? How'd you find out?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. My agent, we were going back and forth. Um, so the Red Sox said that they were interested in buying out my contract. But they didn't know if they wanted to spend the money because it's 12,500 to buy out the contract. So I went up to I took the drive to Wisconsin. It was like 16 hours. And then the second day I was there, my agent texted me in all caps. He was like, "Oh my goodness, Jay! Like you're not gonna believe it." And I was like, I kind of knew what it was, and I find out from my indie ball coach called me, and that was probably the coolest moment of my life.
For them to not only want you, but to
Yeah,
spend money on you, which we know the Red Sox don't like to do a ton of,
correct.
that's that's got to feel special.
It does, they had a bunch of conversations about it, and usually when they pick up a guy like from indie ball or sign a guy, like it's to fill a spot, but they let me know they're like, we liked you last year, we really like you now, like you're here for a reason. So
That's awesome. Where were you playing indie ball?
Lake Country Dockhounds in the American Association, it's up in Wisconsin.
Wow. Wow. So
Yeah.
what was that like? When you didn't get drafted, was your plan
hmm
just to go straight into Indy and see what happens?
Yeah,
Or
so I
did you
knew
kind of have
like
a sense?
I had a sense. I knew I was like not done with baseball. I knew I was too good to give it up. And I was getting better. Velo was rising, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna see it through. So I signed with an indie ball team in November, um, and then just saw it through. Went to like 3 or 4 pro days and grinded it out.
Yeah, I mean, you've been on a lot of prospects' radars for a long time. When you were in the
Yeah,
NECBL, I remember you were the All-Star Game closer, if I'm remembering
yeah,
correctly.
yeah.
And I mean, you were dominant. It was like
That
every
was a fun.
game,
That was a
once
fun
it got to
season.
the ninth, absolutely. You miss it? You still think about it up there in the minor leagues?
Oh, dude, I think about that summer in Mystic all the time. That was a blast because that was when I really like grew out of my shell a little bit. That was fun.
Yeah, I mean, you were not only dominant off the field, but I remember you were even like joking around, playing some pranks here and there on the bus and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was, dude, and I mean, you were right there to see it on the bus rides and everything. I mean,
Vineyard.
that was a good group of guys.
I remember Vineyard in particular. We were on the way
Yeah.
back, and you set it up. You and
Oh my
Brinker
gosh. Yeah, the
were trying
texting
to
thing.
catfish. You were catfishing. Who was it? Um, Phoenix to
Were we?
Giacomo,
Yeah,
and
we
he
were.
knew it off the bat.
Yeah. No, that was a lot of fun. Me and we downloaded this like texting app, and we're like, "Yo, let's act like this girl that went to his school." And he knew, but he still went along with it. So he let us prank him.
He was like Jay and Brink right off the bat. The second he's like, this is Jay and Brink. But
I mess with him a lot. So
you guys went all out with that though. Like you had the
yeah.
location set, you had like all the backgrounds. I was like, oh, this thing might be real. And then no, he
Oh
was
yeah.
right all along.
Oh yeah.
Funny
We're
stuff, man.
good. We're really good at messing with people. I mean, you got to be good at that in the locker room.
You still keep in touch with a lot of those guys?
Yeah. Not as much as I want to, but a lot of them are having success, and whenever I see that, I reach out to them. I send them a text, and that was a pretty. I text Everett a lot. I text Everett a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's another one that got drafted,
yeah,
or is in the minor leagues now. We're
hmm
talking about Everett Catlett, folks. He was a starter, another 2023 All Star in the NECBL, and he got drafted by the Colorado Rockies. I haven't heard from him in a long time, but he's in what, high A now?
He's in high A. Yeah, he took like the rest of the year off last year after he pitched, but he's a stud, dude. He's gonna be really good.
I hope he ends up coming up to Hartford. He's one level away. That would be
Yeah,
amazing if, say, you're up on the Portland Sea Dogs,
yeah,
you come to town and it's you versus Everett. That would
that'd
be
be pretty cool.
absolute
That'd be
cinema.
pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. Well, we'd have to
So
get you out
two
there.
oh yeah, no, I'll have to be there. I'll be there no matter
Yeah,
what. If you're on Portland and you guys come to Hartford, I'll have to find a way to be there. But
absolutely.
two two former Schooners made some big news this past week or so.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you played with both of them or either of them, but Tristan Levesque and Connor Harris are now going to be members of the Savannah Bananas. They were, now that I think
Oh
about it, they
wow.
were my second year, so you might have missed them.
I didn't. Yeah, I
But
didn't
two
play with those guys.
studs, and they are going to be killing it on a national stage now.
Yeah, dude. I
So
saw that
you've got
draft. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, two Mystic guys. So we got them with Savannah, and then you and DePino and Catlett and Goodman all in the minor leagues now. It's
Yeah.
great to see Mystic having success.
Yeah. No, I think Dennis does a great job with the program. Obviously Orby and from my experience, I mean those guys taught me how to be a pro kinda, and I think that helped me a lot with my success in my senior year. I talked to Dennis not a good amount, but I talked to Dennis, and I think he's definitely a big reason why we're all having success.
Yeah, I mean, pitching was his specialty, and he knew what he was doing with that 2023 team. I mean, it was just arms
Yeah.
everywhere, and then you coming out with the pen to close it out. Uh, are you still closing in the minor leagues, or are you kind of filling in whatever roles in the bullpen, or even starting?
So the minor leagues is a little bit different. I wouldn't say there's like a designated closer until at least you get to AAA, and then the roles kind of get defined. But it's kind of like, all right, you pitch this day, and then it's an order, so every prospect kind of gets their inning to pitch. But I did close a few games. I'm still like a late reliever, and I'm loving it. That's when I'm at my best when the game's close.
I mean, that's what it seems like. You're one of those like Edwin Diaz type guys that you come in and you shut the door, thriving under
Yeah, I love
pressure.
it. I
Uh,
love it.
yeah. So in the Arizona League,
Yeah.
explain that for our viewers because that's not something that gets talked about a ton. It's a mix of prospects and even some current players head down there, but nobody really talks about it. Could you explain what your experience was like?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it gets the recognition it deserves because there's some. I'd say half the league will be in the majors next year.
Wow.
Um, but yeah, it's super cool. It's a group of every team sends 8 guys. So there's 5 teams, and 5 teams on each team from major leagues. So my team was the Angels, the Rockies, Diamondbacks, and the Red Sox. And so we go to each of their spring training complexes in Arizona and kind of play each other. And um, it's the pitchers are a lot of guys who are injured or like new guys in the organization that they want to see pitch more, and then the hitters is the dogs like McGonigal, Condon, Valdez, like a bunch of those big name guys. Um, and then we play like 6 games a week, um, and it's just super cool like to get to meet those guys, and the fans love it. You know, good places to get autographs. We trade cards too. Um, and kind of make sure that we get each other's autographs and everything. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, those will be valuable, especially Condon. Who's
Yeah,
the
dude.
biggest one you've had to face?
Oh, that's a good question. So I faced McGonigal. Um, got him out somehow. I don't know. He hit like 400 this fall, but
Wow.
yeah, I'd say McGonigal was probably the toughest one so far. I mean, he's the number 2 prospect in baseball. He'll be up in the big next year. But the fall league is super cool, man. It's just like a lot of the best prospects going at it for 30 more games, and it's cool.
Yeah, remind me who he's in the system of. I know the name.
Tigers.
It's just the Tigers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
see
yeah.
Jack Goodman post about him.
Yeah, I would, dude. I would buy stock now. I would buy stock now for sure.
How did you approach him?
So I obviously sinker slider guy. I started him off 2 sinkers outside because I wanted him. He pulls the ball. That's where his power alley is. So I kind of, I knew he was gonna put the ball in play. I didn't. I just wanted to get a ground out to second, and so I started him out with 2 sinkers. Went with a cutter in, missed with that. So 2-1. And then I'm like, all right, I just got to groove something in there. I can't walk him. So sinker outside, luckily grounds out the second, but good player.
Went according to plan, I guess.
Yeah.
Anybody who's already been at the major league level in the Arizona League?
Yeah, a couple guys. I had one on my team named Dre Jameson. I don't know if you know the name.
Vaguely
He has
familiar.
two. He has 2.5 years of showtime with the Diamondbacks, starting pitcher. And then he got hurt, came out, and the team wanted him to throw like once a week out of the bullpen, and that's what he did. And super cool to be around those guys because I mean he's made it. So
It's awesome.
yeah,
How about in Salem and in Greenville? Any former major leaguers you lean on for advice or something like that, or is that too low of a level for them to be hanging around?
yeah. So I was in Salem for most of the year. We didn't have any rehab guys to lean on, but the coaching staff with the Red Sox is like unreal, dude. I learned so much stuff this year to make me a better pitcher and grow out of the bullpen. So I'm super thankful for that. Like I was leaning on we had 2 pitching coaches at the low A level, and I learned a lot from them, and kind of just bounced ideas off them and learned a lot from them for sure.
Yeah, so let's talk more about Salem. And I just want to apologize for any times I'm cutting you off. There's some Wi-Fi issues going on my end, but
Oh no, it's fine.
we we had Bryce Whitlow, the founder of the MLB Hall of Pretty Good, that
Yeah,
viral page that's blown up, and I know you follow them.
yeah,
He specifically said that he remembered watching you and that you were a stud,
yeah.
and
That
he
was
was
super
very
cool.
impressed with you.
That was
Yeah,
super cool
and
to see, man.
big Salem guy right there. So knowing that anybody could come watch you at any given day, even someone
Yeah.
like that, must have been a cool feeling.
Yeah, Salem is a smaller town. Nobody's really going to talk about like that being the best, especially when we have Greenville and Portland and Worcester, like all these great places. But the people in Salem love baseball, and they were super good fans. The kids were always popping out, and it doesn't get the rep that it should, but it was a really cool place.
What are your thoughts on their rebrand? They announced, I don't know, a few weeks ago. They're now the Salem, what is it, the River
Yeah,
Yaks?
the Ridge Yaks.
The Ridge Yaks.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
so I
buying
don't.
that?
I liked when it was the Red Sox. I'm sure the Red Jacks will grow on me, but I'm just not used to it yet. Putting on the Salem Red Sox jersey all year. The colors are cool though.
Yeah, no, I mean it must have been a special feeling to wear the actual like uniform of the team that you're going to be playing on, hopefully playing on one day. The iconic Red Sox uniform.
Yeah, well, that's what's cool about the fall league too is that they gave us major league jerseys with our names on them.
So
So I'm
sick.
that was that I think that was one of the coolest parts about the league.
That's so sick.
So
What
cool.
what what
Yeah.
was your number? Still 44?
Um, no, it was 52. I didn't get to choose.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. That's awesome though. Like getting to actually wear the MLB uniform. You've got an iconic team there in the Red Sox around this area. They're
Right.
king. I don't remember what your team is before this. Obviously, like who you rooted for growing up.
So I was a White Sox fan growing up in Chicago. But now I'm all in on the Red Sox. I had a few talks with the White Sox that off season that I was a free agent. And they didn't pull the trigger and the Red Sox did. And I'll always be thankful for the Red Sox for that. And I'm a Red Sox for life for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure our viewers will be happy to hear that. And
Yeah.
you must have been happy for DePino heading over there to the
Yeah.
White Sox, and he's gotten off to a fast start, unsurprisingly.
He's so good, dude. He's such a good hitter. I actually faced him twice and just peppered him with sliders because I didn't want him to take me yard. But
Did you play him in the minor leagues?
yeah, in Kannapolis. So he was in low A the same time I was, and we were in the same league. So
Oh, that's so sick. Did you get to
yeah,
see him after?
yeah. We said what's up to each other. He's doing great. He's a stud. He's gonna be playing the game for a long time. So
That's awesome. I love that. I love
yeah,
that so much. He came on this show with Tristan before
yeah.
both of them ended up getting drafted. That's so sick. How is
It was
that for
really
you when
cool.
you see guys that you know from other teams like that were your former teammates when you're
It's just
facing
like
them on the
before the game, I'd say not even facing them. Like it's just surreal, kind of like how far we've come from the Mystic Schooners. Um, but other than that, it's scary facing a guy like DePino. I saw him in the other lineup. I was like, I don't want to face this guy. I know what he does to fastballs,
How did you approach him?
sliders. I went a lot of. He can hit a slider. I'm not saying he can't hit a slider, but that's my best pitch, and he peppers fastballs. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna live or die with the slider.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I got to watch him both years with the Schooners, and then also all of my years at URI. So
Yeah,
he's dangerous for
he's a
sure.
stud. He's a stud.
Any of your teammates on any of these teams, like the Salem Red Sox, the Drive, Arizona League, that are hitters that you think are going to make it to the next level, that you think could make it to Fenway?
It's a good question. Justin Gonzalez. I don't know if you know the name, but people will know his name soon. He's a giant dude. He's 18 years old. I think he's like 6'6", 240. I mean, he's just like 80 grade arm. Can hit the shit out of the ball. But he's a stud, dude. He's gonna be in Boston one day. I don't think definitely Justin Gonzalez. Johanfran Garcia was in the fall league with me and in Greenville with me. He's really good. All these guys are just so good, and I think that everybody has an opportunity to kind of work up the ladder and get to Boston. But definitely Justin Gonzalez. Keep an eye on that name.
I will. I'll put it next to Leo Dallas DeVry,
Oh
who
my gosh,
Addison Kopak was teammates with him for a
yeah,
bit. He came on the show and he talked about that. So that was he was like I was like any prospects anything he put me he's like Leo Dallas DeVry, know the name that
yeah.
he's gonna be huge, and then sure enough he was in the Mason Miller trade as the big
No,
piece for the A's.
he's he's different, dude. Like he plays the game at another speed.
Did you ever face him?
So I haven't faced him. He was in high A when I was in low A, and then he was in double A when I was in high A. So
Gotcha.
I've never
Gotcha.
faced him.
So I want to say this was off air when we were talking about this, but you're going to be headed to spring training
Mhm.
down in Fort Myers with the minor league
Yep.
club. What are you expecting from that? And is this should be your first one, right? Since you got signed last April.
Yeah, yeah. My first full spring training. You know, I've heard a lot of stories about it. Um, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be a grind, but I just want to get there. You know, be my healthiest, be my strongest. You know, because I really think like um, I want to prove something this year. And I think I really could if I just hit the ground running in spring training. So um, definitely gonna look forward to being my best to when I get down there.
Yeah, Addy was talking about because he's done a few spring trainings now. He's faced Pavetta.
Yeah.
Justin Hayward came in for him. So, are
Oh wow.
you expecting to feel this starstruck feeling when you
I
are in the
I think
clubhouse and
so. I think
someone?
so because
Yeah,
I've Chapman is like the big guy that they see his bulletproof car with 10 wheels, and then they see this like 300-pound closer like walking through the locker room and the weight room, and I think when I see Chapman or a guy like Crochet, I'm gonna be a little bit like, oh shit, you know.
yeah.
Like
That's
that.
gonna be
That's kind
unreal.
of crazy. Yeah.
What's the travel like in these leagues compared to say the NECBL?
A lot easier. I'd say a lot easier because they do a really good job of like. So I was in the Carolina League, and everything was pretty much Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Um, Charleston was a tough trip, but obviously beautiful place. And then we went up to Fredericksburg. I think that's the Nationals place. And that was super cool, but that was like 6 hours in the bus, but not bad at all.
I missed you on some of the end. Sorry about that. Again, there's another show running in the background in our
Oh,
main
okay.
studio. So but yeah, I heard you mention the Carolina League a little bit here.
Yeah.
What was that like compared to the NECBL? And that was a lot of former minor league parks too, correct?
Yeah, so the Carolina League was really cool. I don't know, did you hear me talk about Fredericksburg or no?
I'm still having issues here. Uh,
Was that on my
you
end?
cut out the second part. I didn't hear the part about Fredericksburg. I'm really
Is
sorry about this.
that
This is my
lag on
first
my
time with
end?
two shows at once, but no, it's all on my
Oh,
end
okay.
because there's
Okay.
another show being streamed in the other room. So the Wi-Fi is totally taxed right now.
Yeah.
I normally do this at 1 o'clock. I couldn't today. Starting to get into it. If you want to like reiterate some of that,
Are like you can hear me now?
I'm still having some issues. Um, I'm gonna talk to my boss about this,
Okay.
but if you could try one more time,
Just to
maybe it'll work
talk?
this time. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it's working. There might just be a little bit of delay.
So, I'm gonna call an audible here. The other show ends at 5. We might
Okay.
want to make a new stream, hop back on around 5, and try this again
Okay. I have a
if that
dinner at
works
like
for you.
5. I have a dinner at like 5:40.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep it nice and short. Just doing like quick like wrap up.
Are you good now? Or like, is it working or no?
On and off.
On and off? Okay.
It was just starting to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so we'll pick up for a few minutes at 5 o'clock though.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Sorry to our viewers again. We're gonna try to get this back on around 5 o'clock. Stay with us. You can tune in into the other show, Man About Town.